Good morning. This is Mark Sebastian, the founder of OptionPit.com, and this is the AM Volatility Report. Make sure you're checking out our blog every day. We put something we think is awesome to you, and you can also get our AM Volatility Report on the blog. So all sorts of neat content up there. Well, here we are, back-to-back big up days, and one of my big theses out there. And by the way, reminder, this is for educational purposes only, was that JP Morgan was sandbagging. And all of earnings were being sandbagged, and there was a real good shot that these names were going to go a lot higher. I went on Bloomberg on Friday and said, hey, buy the June 130 calls for $1.30, the June 60 calls for $1.30 ahead of earnings. That trade worked out well. I like that trade a lot. I put that one on the street as well, and it produced. It produced, and it was there for a while. And I think that you're going to see Goldman up. You're going to see, Citi not as much, but Citi up. Bank of America, all the big names, Morgan Stanley, should be up nicely, and they've all been sandbagging earnings and blasting their earnings, and now you see the end result. I would note, oil is down a little today after being up big. We put it in the street. We didn't put it in option pit. And we normally do, but that was just a pure directional play. But the sandbagging is just out of the financials. This has been a theme that Andrew and I have talked about for a while, that we thought earnings in general have been kind of sandbagged, and it could lead to a real rally. And we might make a run back at that 2100 level, and here we are. We're making a run back at the 2100 level. And now VIX. VIX still firm. And there are some good reasons, but it is pretty plain to see that there is some firmness in VIX. We still got more earnings coming up, lots of earnings. We've got this meeting in Doha coming up that could move things around. But it's funny, you've actually got the April future down pretty decently today, and the May future down some too. And VIX itself not down too much, but that's partially because the spread is so big that it can, there's a 1 point spread between these guys, so there's going to be some good reasons for things to potentially for things to potentially come in. If we sit up today, Vol might make a run lower. It might. I don't think it's going to. I think we could settle around 14 and a half. But, we might touch into the 13s again. I don't think we're going to threaten that 12 anytime soon. We're just moving around too much. But there is movement. Now, XLE's had such a big bull ride up. Wouldn't be surprised if it softens. I definitely think XLF has a very strong chance of running higher from here, even with today's pop. As you can see, the vol futures are in big, even if VIX itself is not. Retail sales were a little soft, but inflation was non-existent at the PPI level. So that whole 2 rate hike thing is even looking in doubt relative to what the Fed has out there. So there's some stuff going on. I think we've kind of broken away from oil in terms of the market. We can go up and oil can go down. We can go down and oil can go up. They don't have to move together. And that's because the panic is over in those names. I think it's time to give up on that unbridled fear, if you will, that that exists in that. I think the oil trade is over, shaken out. Oil may go lower, but the panic has shaken out. And that's just the way it is. The panic is gone. And so that's kind of how I would approach things and how I would be viewing things. On the day, I think the S&P is going to sit here, maybe creep a little higher, maybe creep a little lower. I think you see VIX soften up some more, down to like 14.25. And oil probably going to sit, and financials may, I think there'll be an opportunity to buy the financials cheaper than where they are right here today. But they'll be higher on the week is the way I look at them. Because I think earnings have been sandbagged enough that they're going to be great across the board. And that's the way things are going to line up. All right, folks. On that note, I will hope everybody has a great day, and I will talk to you soon. If you got questions, you can email me, mark@optionpit.com. You can call 888-TRADE-01.